All right. Well, my name is Robert Brown, and I'm thrilled and excited to be able to spend a little bit of time with you today, and excited to share with you our partner experience and how we can help you to grow and build your organization by helping you to engage with clients. I've run multiple different organizations, and one of the things that I've learned is that by creating a environment through partners, I love building through partners because by building through partners, we're able to create trusted relationships with you and your organizations, and then you help us. And so my ultimate goal is really, if I can help grow your business, then automatically I know that you will inherently help me to grow mine. And so that's why I'm excited to share this with you today. So without any further ado, we're just going to jump right in, and let me share with you kind of what we do and how we do it and how I think we can maybe work together. The core things that we're going to talk about today is how I can help you to earn new business, how I can help you to 3 to 10 times your partner engagements, how I will also help you to quantify the impact of those engagements with your clients. Then one of the biggest ones is, of course, after we go in and provide services to our clients, we need to help make those stick. And how do we do that? And then bottom line, how do we make money together? So that's what I'm going to share with you today. So the first thing I wanted to share is a little bit about Olumo and who we are and what our product does. And then we'll tie all that into those 5 core things that I just discussed. At Lumo, we're a human analytics company. We're sentiment analytics. We're the first real-time sentiment analytics platform. And the reason why we're in existence is because organizations have always had great financial data, great information surrounding the results of the organization. But what creates those results is your people's mindsets and their beliefs. And those create their actions or their behaviors. And those behaviors actually create your results. So I share with organizations all the time that if you want better results, then you really need to understand your people. But the struggle has always been is that where do you get real-time metrics concerning your people? How do you get that type of data, and how do you get that human insight that you need? Well, traditionally, organizations have engaged and used surveys to accomplish this. But frankly, I think they're pretty old school and very, very ineffective. There's a few core reasons, and I'll highlight just a few of these. But of course, the timing, right? Well, we only get insights when we do a survey. So how do we do that? Well, typically it's, maybe an annual survey. Organizations have seen to transition to more often where they're now doing either quarterly or some type of little pulse, because they're recognizing, look, that annual survey just doesn't give us the insight that we need. And because of that, we're always looking back at what data we used to have and about our people's experience, but it's always in arrears. And so it's one of the biggest struggles is well, what I really need is insight and feedback today about the problems that we're having, about the things that are going right and the things that are going wrong, and ideas about how we can help solve those. That's what I really need. And that's why Olumo said, look, this whole process and everything that we go through, and then, frankly, rarely organizations take that feedback and connect it very well to action. And so they often become disengagement surveys with your people. And that's why, bottom line, we created Olumo, the first real-time human sentiment analytics platform that delivers those type of insights on a daily basis. Because you can't move the needle when it comes to your people and culture. You can't move that needle if you don't have a needle. If we don't have a way to track or measure the impact of the things that we're doing, then it's pretty much like throwing darts and hoping that something will stick. That's why we created Olumo, and a very simple and easy process that we call the LEAP process, where we help organizations to actively listen to their people, engage in conversations with them to learn about the experience that their people are having with their organization, then connect that feedback to action, and then, of course, measure our progress over time now that we have that ability. So we help organizations to listen to their people We can do it through a variety of different methodologies. Frankly, the one that I found works the best by far is simply a simple text. We intentionally didn't design an app because we didn't want to create any friction, anything they had to log into or monitor or change their normal behavior. So we just send them a simple text like any other text that they receive. But that text asks them about an experience that they're having with your organization. Those questions were designed by organizational psychologists surrounding all aspects of the workplace experience. So, depending on you and your individual organization, you can help determine, hey, look, I'd love to know more about our people's well-being or their mental health or how we're doing with our DE&I efforts or our risk, identify risks for me that could be out there or all these different things. So we created these categories, we call them human experience campaigns, and then they measure and quantify in real time every single day. They're asking and engaging you with your people in questions. Now, we don't ask every person a question every day, but we ask about a fifth of the organization every single day a single question. So it's easy and simple for them to engage and respond. But then by doing that across the board and across all of these different categories, we get amazing data and insights. One of my favorites is our heat map, because what essentially is the data starts to come back surrounding your systems and your technologies, and we stack rank your teams and identify where you have good leaders and where you have opportunities to improve. Well, that immediately identifies for you exactly where in the organization you need to focus your efforts. One of the biggest struggles has always been for HR and people leaders is, how do I get that data and insight? How do I get it in real-time metrics? Because the language of business is numbers. And if we're not speaking numbers and being able to quantify sentiment into actual quantifiable numbers, then it's very difficult for the organization and executive leaders to understand that. I had multiple experiences recently, but one that was very intriguing was, I had a HR people leader, and she mentioned to me, she was almost in tears, and she mentioned, wow, when I showed my organization the live real-time dashboards, it was literally like taking the blindfold off. And I had struggled for years to help them understand the impact of the things we were doing, but I recognized I just wasn't speaking the language. I needed this and these visual dashboards and the data to help communicate that. And so that's one of the most powerful components of this. Then now the real thing that you need to know, though, is not just where you're having issues in the organization, but the most important thing that I can help an organization to understand is the why behind the numbers. Because you can't fix what you don't understand. And you need the understanding at a deep level of exactly what's happening. That's another issue of the old survey process, is that you'd get high level insights. So then you'd have to try to go do focus groups and go through all this other, because you actually had to talk to somebody to learn and understand about their experience. Well, we automated that and created conversations, anonymous, back and forth, individualized conversations, human to human, not AI. We love AI and we use AI and predictive analytics throughout the platform. But there's one place that we learned is that when I'm talking about my experience with work, the way to get the best insights is to know that there's a person on the other end asking insightful questions, listening and learning to my experience. And that's what we created automatically here in the platform. And that's really our magic secret sauce, is the ability to have a live conversation with your people to listen and understand their experience. That then helps us to provide the understanding and the insight that you need, the context behind the numbers. Then, of course, now you need to take action. Now that you really understand what's going on within the organization, you need to connect that feedback to action. And that's what we do through the illumination cycle and through a co-creative process to take action based on these items. But then, of course, long-term, now we want to see, hey, are the actions we're taking making an impact? One of the biggest struggles that leaders have had, and frankly, even consultants have had, is how do I quantify the impact of the things that we're doing? Well, again, if you don't have a needle, you don't have a way to be able to measure that impact. And that's why we've created this tool to help our partners to measure the impact of what they do. So let me share with you, I'm going to hop back to those 5 core things. And this is really the essence of what we wanted to share and talk about today. Because the reason I gave you the overview for the platform is so that you understand how we can take that insight and measure different aspects of the organization. But the most important thing that we do is help you go out and close new business. So how do we do that? Well, we work with you as a partner. We give you our platform for free to use with your clients for 30 days. The purpose of that is so that then you can walk into the organization, say, hey, I'm here to help you in these different areas, or you reached out to me to help you with teams, or maybe you're an HR consultant. You've reached out to me to help you. Well, I have an assessment that I would like to do to understand what's really going on in your organization. Based on that, once we run this assessment, which you, of course, have the option, you can do it for free, you can charge them for it. This is the value of this is in thousands of dollars, right, to provide this initial assessment. But we give it to you free so that you can we can help you to go close and win this business. We can help you separate yourselves from other partners or other consultants or groups that are working out there that don't have this type of data and assessment to be able to validate where and what you need to do within each organization. And so you can take this and use this to help you to go close business. So at the end of that, we give you this LEAP report where it provides all the data and the insights and everything that you're going to need to help you go win and close that deal. The interesting thing is that what we've seen is because once we identify those things, well, guess what? There's not going to be just one area or one place that they need to identify or address. There's going to be a lot of them. And that's where we can help you to 3 to 10 times your engagement. In fact, for some partners, I encourage them to look at, instead of these one-off engagements with their clients, what about having a long-term, everlasting relationship with this organization to continually help them with the data and translating the data into actions within the organization? What if you didn't have to go pick up new customers and clients all the time, but you could build a client base and then build your services surrounding that to provide consistent insight and guidance for them? That's one of the things that this tool does, is because we generate consistent data and insights, well, we're immediately identifying all of the time exactly where they need help. Hey, now we need to address this. Oh, we've taken care of these. We're seeing great progress, but now we want to address those things. And that's where you, as a resource, we can help drive your revenues and, frankly, even your business model to create long-term lasting relationships with your clients. One of the biggest things that I hear from our partners is that we love the way that you help us to quantify the impact of the things that we do. Because one of the struggles is when you're teaching or you're providing leadership training or soft skills and those things, sometimes it can be difficult to equate those within a very short amount of time. The amount of time maybe you're in there doing a leadership or a training or that type of thing. Well, how do you measure the impact of that? Well, especially over time. And that's what we help you to do. So literally, by using the tool, you'll be able to run the initial assessment. Then as you work and help the organization to grow and improve, we'll be able to watch and see that and track that in actual data. Then you'll have that data now to use with other customers and clients to share with them. Hey, did you know that we were even though we're a leadership consultant, did you know that we have a 20% impact on employee engagement within 30 days and a 40% within 60 days, that type of thing? We'll give you those numbers, because one of the things that we've seen is that, of course, the rising tide raises all ships. And once you can help them improve in one specific area, we actually see all kinds of improvements in other areas. And that's data that you don't have today that we can help you get, that then will again help you to go close business because you'll be able to validate the impact of what you do. Next thing I wanted to share is that we have these preset campaigns that are ready to go for all kinds of different things. But what really makes the platform unique is your ability to create your own custom campaigns. We can measure and track anything. So whatever your secret sauce is with your customers and your clients and the trainings and the educations or the different things that you help them to do, well, we can create custom metrics that validate and show the progress that you're making in those specific areas. So you don't just take the campaigns that we have, you can create your own custom campaigns. So frankly, I also get questioned, well, if I have another partner or another company that's using Lumo, and I'm using it, then that doesn't provide me any advantage. That's not true, because your custom campaigns are unique to you. The only way that they get them is by working with you. We're simply the technology. We're the technology, you're the solution. I say that all the time. We're a technology, we provide the tool, we are the tool, but you are the solution with your customers and clients. And that's why this is so powerful. Then, of course, now you want to work to make it stick. It's one I was talking to a partner and they're like, man, the $1 billion solution is being able to make what we do stick with our clients. Well, of course, that's true. And I can't solve that completely. But what I can help you to do is measure when you're starting to drop. So for example, if you're working with these teams and you're a leadership coach with teams and you've helped them now to improve, well, of course, over time, things oftentimes start to head or trend back. Well, we can identify that because we are measuring it. Now we're quantifying it. Well, we can help you to identify, hey, it's starting to slip. Hey, here's what's happening through the conversations. Here's why, and here's what's going on, putting you in the perfect position to then re-engage with the organization and say, hey, looks like we need to provide some follow-up here, and we've got these gaps. So being able to make it stick is the ability to measure and understand. Again, you can't fix what you don't understand. But if you understand when things are starting to slip and you can understand the why behind that, then it's very easy for you to address that and help the organization to succeed. Now, of course, we do all of this, right? Because we want to make money together. One of the most important things that I love, and hopefully that you'll enjoy about this, is that it's residual revenue. Ongoing monthly residual revenue. Should I say it again? One of the most difficult things, again, that I also hear from partners is that, hey, what we do as a consultant, we're mostly project based. And so what I'm looking for is a way to be able to engage in and create a residual revenue that just automatically comes in. When we engage with your clients to provide the platform, well, the software is a SaaS model, so a monthly software as a subscription. And so they pay us on a monthly basis, sometimes annually, and however they pay us, we pay you. But essentially, we have a revenue share with you so that you create this ongoing, consistent relationship. The other amazing thing about that is even if you did come in on a one-off engagement with a client, but they continue to maintain our product moving forward, you get paid for that as long as the client is using the product. So it's an amazing way to create a powerful residual revenue stream. You already have clients, you have customers and clients, you have ones that you've done engagements with over the years. Well, this is a tool you can walk right back in the door and share to get you back in the door again with those organizations and start creating this long-term residual revenue stream. So we partner in several different ways. We have a referral partner, we have our direct partners, and then we also have wholesale partners. Because one of the things that I've learned is that I'm not here to change your business model. I'm here to support you. And we're here to help you grow what you do best. And so if that's working with us and referring us to clients, great. If that's taking our product and just building it into the product and services you provide so that the client gets a single bill coming from you, great. Whatever works best and however we best can support you, that's what we're going to do. And that's why, from a partner perspective, I hope to be the partner you've always dreamed of. And that comes from literally just taking a complete partner focus. What can we do? Our teams do nothing but focus on how we can help you learn and grow your business. And because we know if we do that, that we will succeed. So I would love to meet with you, have a further conversation, learn about your consultancy or your group or your practice or the things that you're doing. And then we can talk through ideas surrounding how we can help support you to grow that. And so our next steps for us would be to schedule a call with me, have a partner success. We'll talk about that. You can, I'll send you the agreements. They're simple and easy. We don't get all crazy in agreements. There's no commitments to anything, because bottom line, I'm here to earn your commitment to the organization through the products and services and the way I help you. And so you'll find it's very simple and easy, but at the same time, we're looking for the right partners. We're looking for organizations that will work very closely with us. We have all kinds of resources, marketing and tools, and all kinds of things that we can do, but we want to invest our time with the right partners, and that's who we're looking for. So if you'd like to learn more, please reach out to me. You can reach me at robert@olumo.com as my email. You can also connect to me on a meeting request through Calendly, or feel free to give me a call or a text, and I'd be happy to help you, because that's what we're here to do. Olumo is here to help you grow your organization, create those residual revenue streams, and to do it in a way that's completely innovative, helping to set you apart from other organizations or competitors in your space, and helping you to drive ultimately the best results possible for your customers and clients. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please reach out again if you have further questions or things that I can help and assist with, and if you'd like to schedule a time to talk more. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.